Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
From Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joined by Frank Novelo. And Frank, the setting here at Augusta National, as always, is ideal. You could just sort of sit and watch and soak it all in. But you have to get out there and play. So what are the keys to being successful here?
Getting used to the uphill and downhill lies. And you see that on what is regarded really as the most perfect par 5 ever created. That's 13. Because if you hit a nice tee shot, you're going to go for that green across the tributary of Rays Creek, then you better used to be having the ball above your feet. And of course, then you get to 16, and I'm going to steal a line, from the great Vern Lundquist. Yes, sir. And yes, sir, you're playing a beauty.
And that a very good start to this final round, and we're off and running here at the Masters. "13 feet away. Nope, got that too low on the putter face, and that'll be well short. Wow. I'd give that the full 10 seconds. But nope, I think that's staying out. What a shame. Okay, so 3 putts for him on this opening hole, and that will contribute to a +2 start. Moving on to the 575-yard par 5 second at Augusta National. One of two par 5s on this first 9. Reachable in 2 for many in the field, but the green is protected by large, deep bunkers. Now, gotta manage the pine straw here with his second. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
All you have to do is start this online and let the slope do its thing. I don't see a lot of movement in it.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Onward now to the classic 350-yard par 4 third hole here at Augusta National. Best probably to hit short of the 4 fairway bunkers and then have a full shot into this green, which slopes right to left. Oh, that is a big drive, easily clearing that series of bunkers, but that will leave a delicate pitch shot to this third green. So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Oh, you're kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. So a bit of a deeper hole to dig out of. The double at 1 and now a bogey at the third, going to drop him to +3. Next up, the stout par 3 fourth here at Augusta National, measuring 240 yards. Middle to long iron is the play here, but accuracy is key with the 2 bunkers protecting the front of that green. This fourth green is a tough one to hit, and that one going to wind up a bit too long. Now a second to this par 3.
Well, it's tough to shake off that bogey at the previous hole, especially when you hit a shot like that.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. That is such a tough bunker to try and navigate. That's onto the green, but still a tricky distance coming up. Too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. So it's a double bogey, and he'll need to get something started now. 5 over through 4 holes. Inspired by the road hole at the old course at St. Andrews, the 495-yard par 4 fifth. This is an excellent par 4, second longest at Augusta National. Uphill slightly and dogleg to the left. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Finding the fairway here at the 5th does not guarantee that you're going to hit the green. A series of undulations and bumps really make it tough to get it close.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
This has a little bit of uphill to it, working back to the right at the end.
Just played a little too much break there and hung it out to the left. Yeah, came out of that one quickly. That was never on mine. It has been frustrating. 6 over par already. Another good par 3 here on this first 9. It's the 180-yard par 3 6th. Elevated tee, 2-tiered green. Chance to make it 2, but you need to be precise on the tee. Okay, that one's dancing. It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Oh. gave that birdie putt a good run, but par is all I'll have to show for it. On to hole number 7. It is a par 4 at an even 450 yards in length. Anything into the pine trees running the length of the fairway can oftentimes lead to a bogey or worse, with the 3 front bunkers preventing any thoughts of running one up to the green. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well positioned in the fairway, but there is no guarantees to hit the green. It is protected by a series of bunkers all around it, and precision is a requirement.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. Kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. All right, so the par 4 7th a bit too tough as he'll walk away with a bogey 5. So where the second hole, the par 5, is considerably downhill, the 8th is up the hill. You can certainly make an eagle here, but it requires 2 good shots and maybe a little luck. If you play it off the right, it'll kick down and leave you within eagle range. Nope, that's going to get into the bunker right here at 8, and that is not going to be one that you can get a lot of club on. So a second shot, Noda, from the bunker.
Menacing bunker up the right side. If you find your ball in here, you have no option but to lay out.
Fairway bunkers on par 5s. A little bit of a roll the dice situation. And that one up through a 1.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you've got to work.
Nope. Well, that's what this course can do to you. It is a double bogey. That'll drop him down to +9. Par 4 9th is intriguing here at Augusta National. This is where you can see just how hilly the golf course is. It may not show up on television that way, but you can certainly feel it as you make your way up to this 9th green. Yeah, that is a wonderful tee shot, right where you want to be here at hole number 9. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, from this section of the fairway, you have an opportunity to get the ball close to the back third of this green. It's going to require some good calculations on yardage and proper execution to get the ball to sit on the right plateau.
Oh, now that is going to hurt.
Okay, so it's a bogey for him here at the 9th. And that will finish off what was a difficult first 9 here at Augusta National. Second 9 begins with a downhill 495-yard par 4 featuring a 60-yard long center bunker short of the green. The first hole until 1935, number 10 traditionally plays harder than any other hole here at Augusta National.
And the tee shot finds the right pine straw. But there's been some great shots hit over the years out of the pine straw. None better than Bubba Watson in 2013. Somehow, get the ball to come out of there, and remember that the angle of the screen, the slope, goes from right to left.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
"14 feet to the hole. I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. So he'll brush that in for his bogey and put a square on the card to start his backside. On now to the second hardest hole in Masters history, the 520-yard par 4-11. It's been noted that the great Bobby Jones always wanted there to be a wide gap between a good tee shot and a bad one. Thus, in keeping with that spirit, this hole was lengthened 15 yards back in 2022. Well, scoring's been an issue so far. That's maybe being kind, but hey, that's good tee shot right there. Now one of the tougher second shots in golf, the second here at 11.
Good little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Cleans that up in the hole. Well, nowhere on this golf course are the colors more vibrant than right here. Hole number 12. So easy on the eyes. So much harder is figuring the mysterious winds. The answers lie somewhere near the top of those towering pines that kiss the Georgia sky. Augusta's beguiling beauty. Golden Bell. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Second shot now, here at the par 3. So that one, Frank, came out way too hot.
Just goes to show what happens when you don't find these greens in regulation. Now, he's looking at 2 putts, maybe 3 from where he is.
Oh, boy, that looked good for a long time, didn't it? But it stuck by right at the end. You're always licking your chops when you stand on the tee at a par 3. He's just plain frustrated now, walking off with a bogey 4. Now to hole number 13, Azalea, and this one looks a bit different than years past. It is still a par 5, but changes for the 2023 Masters have moved the tee back quite a ways, a full 35 yards, to change the total length from 510 to 545. Oh, this doesn't look promising. Oh, that is a tough break. That is into that tributary to Rays Creek that runs along this 13th fairway. So, time to re-tee it and take another chance at trying to find the fairway. Okay, this one gonna stay in the field of play, and even better than that, it's in the fairway. That one was running so hot. Set from the bunker. This is 5th shot.
Just a short bunker shot. So open your feet up, open the club face up, little splash out.
And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is